guys, welcome back to Gulfside Baitworks. Today we're going to do another colorway. I decided this week I wanted to try out doing a color match. So I looked around to see what I wanted to do, and I decided on a color that Culprit makes called Swamp Juice. They actually had it in two different baits. One of them was, I think it was called a dragon. It was like a lizard, but it was like real clear in that one. We're doing the version of it that they put in their ribbon tail worm. And so I'll try and see if I can figure out how to put a picture in the video at this point so you can see what it looks like. But it's pretty simple-ish. It looks to me like the top of it is like a watermelon color, kind of darker than I would normally do watermelon, with red flake in it. So we're using Lureworks Watermelon 101. This is a little darker than I would usually use for watermelon, so I think it's going to work for what we're going to do. And for the red flake, we're using Lureworks Glitter, Cardinal Red in 015 and 040, both hex, because it did look like this red flake did look more like what was in the bait than like the shiny fire red flake that Lureworks also does. So the bottom was interesting. It was like a pale pink and kind of had like purpley tones, and what I'm thinking it has, from looking at the picture, is that it's a pink colored plastisol with a blue highlight in it. That's what it looks like to me. So what I chose is Dead on Plastics Chewy for my pink. This is really opaque, and the bottom half of that bait in the pictures is really opaque. And then I've just got some Lureworks blue highlight to add to it. So yeah, that is what we're gonna do. I got plastisol in the vac chamber down there. So once that's ready, we will mix up our color. And today we're gonna shoot it in the Angling AI 7-inch shaky head worm. Here we go. That's the one we're going to use. Kind of like a trick worm style worm. And you know, the one Culprit sells is in a ribbon tail, but I felt like making a trick worm style. So that's what we're going to use. Getting the dual injector out today. And yeah, once that plastisol is done in the vac chamber, we will be good to go. Oh, and we're using Dead on Plastics worm blend today. All right, we'll be back in just a few. All right, we're back. We got our plastisol hot and ready, and we're gonna get mixing. So first off, let's do our bottom color. We're gonna be using, again, this Dead on Plastics Chewy. You can see my bottle's been around a while. It's looking a little rough, but that's okay. All right, so we'll start out with 5 drops. Like I said, it's been a while since I've used this color, so I know it was opaque, but I want to see what it looks like before I go too crazy. Yeah, as you can see, we get kind of a cloudy pink with this one. It's a very bright pink. I think I'm going to go 5 more because we do want it to be opaque. And we've got 1 cup of plastisol. I think that's just about there. Well, no, it's pretty clear when I look at it like that. But I want to go ahead and add the blue highlight. And then we'll come back and see if we want to put more chewy in it. All right, we're doing a 132 to start. No reason to go too crazy with this. All right, you know, I just want to add a little blue effect to kind of give you a light pinkish purple at some angles. That's kind of the idea there. You know, and we could have gone violet highlight as well, but I thought that the color I was seeing was a purple that was closer to blue than violet. Yeah. is being stubborn, breaking up. Sure. You guys make baits, you know. Sometimes these powders can be a pain. Okay, yeah, getting a little bit of blue at angles. Yeah, it was interesting when I was looking at it. The pink almost gave me the same kind of thought I get when I look at plum dye, where when you look at it straight on, it's plum colored, but when you look at that plum dye from an angle, it's blue. And that's what I was getting when I looked at it, but pink instead of plum. So, all right, let's do 5 more drops of this. We do want to be opaque for 5. Right. So that totals us 15 drops of the chewy so far, and 132 of that blue highlight. Some of that blue highlight still is not broken up. It's got little globs of it, you know. But I'm gonna reheat before I shoot, and I find that when you have globs like that, when you reheat it, it seems to break them up. So got that going for me. Oh yeah, there we go. I don't know if you can see the bluish in there, but it's there. And definitely once the baits are made, we'll look at them against the light so you can see it good. Let's see how opaque we are down here. Yeah, that's not bad. I think that'll work. All right, so there's our top color done. Now for our bottom color, I'm actually, I think, gonna put the flake in first. And I want to do a 6. No, not a 16. No, yes, a 16. Where's my 16? 32. It's literally the one in my hand. All right. So first off, Cardinal Red 040 hex. No, sorry, 0115 first. Get a nice big heap and scoop of that. It did look like they might have had 3 sizes of flake in the pictures, but I don't believe that Lure sells a Cardinal Red in the smaller .008. So don't have that. Don't have any .008s in red, so we're using these. And this one is .040. All right, cool. Mix that up in there. All right, so now back to our Watermelon 101 from Lureworks. We'll start out with 5 drops. I remember this stuff being fairly strong last time I used it. Yeah, you know, I don't generally associate colors being overly strong with Lureworks. I kind of feel like they're in the middle, like they're usually not crazy too strong, but not, you know, totally weak. You know, but you know, there is some variation in it, especially in their dyes. Not their dyes, but they're like color shifting dyes, like methylate and stuff like that. You got to go like 120 drops in those. I do eventually want to do a video where I compare methylate, apple candy, and or apple jelly, and there was another one, Charisse. I want to compare the 3. That's on my list. This actually looks really good. I think that it's going to be too clear though. Yeah, it's going to be way too clear. That's kind of what it looked like in the bigger bait, but in the worm, the green was darker when I looked at there. So we're going to go 5 more drops. that's looking pretty good. Putting it on top of the pink, I want more. It's still just too clear. So now we're up to 15. See, it looks pretty dark in the cup, but the bait's going to be a lot thinner. So, you know, we always want to keep that in mind. Yeah, that's looking good. I think that's going to be the ticket. All right, so now we'll heat these bad boys back up, and we'll shoot them and check out our worms. So, yeah, we'll be right back after that. All right, we're back, ready to shoot these bad boys. Plastic's about 315, a little cooler than I usually shoot things, but with worm blend, you can shoot this stuff cool. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've shot it under 300 before with no problems. So, yeah, all right. Bring that out. Always burp the injector. Always one side that seems to have way more blast solvent than the other. All right, so back around, and here we go. Nice and slow, take our time. And I am using a Bass Tackle 6-inch injector if anyone was interested. I got this right when I started bait making, and it has never failed me. Great injector. So, give that a little time to cool, and then we will be back and check it out. All right. Waited a couple minutes to let this cool down, and we're back. So, let's check this out and see. Here's our blending block. I've heard that people like seeing that. There we go. Let's see if we can see those two colors up against each other. Yeah, there we go. So we'll save those. I can remelt them because they're not mixed. Close this up and set it out of the way. All right, now let's check out our shaky headed worm. And again, this is the 7-inch shaky head from Angling AI, and it was cold when I shot, so hopefully it's good to go. But of course, that's relative. I think it's 80 degrees outside. It might be even a little more. So lift that up. There we go. I'll give it to you guys the first look here. Oh, look at that. That came out good. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, we got that kind of bluish purpley going in the pink, and then a light watermelon color on the top. Yeah, these came out good. I'm very happy with these. Yeah. So there we go. Set these down, put the mold back together, and then bring the camera around. We can take a look at them from the front. So yeah, culprit swamp juice. You know, I'm from Florida. Saw something with swamp in the name. We got to do it. That's how we do things around here. It's always swampy. So yeah, here we go. That is our color, and we use the Lureworks Cardinal Red Glitter and 015 and 040. Watermelon 101 for the top, and I believe we ended up with 15 drops of that. If you wanted to go darker, you could probably go another 5. And And then over here on our pink side, we did Chewy from Dead On Plastics at 15 drops, and our Lure Works blue highlight. It's a little rubbed off, but it's blue highlight, I promise. But yeah, so that is what we ended up with, and I'm pretty happy with it. You know, if you like the video and like the color, or either way, if you don't like the color, why don't you comment, tell me what you think. Tell me if you like the color, if not, if you think I messed it up. Also, I got a new phone case, and let me know how the audio sounds to you guys. But yeah, other than that, I thank you for coming by. I hope you liked the video, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Thanks for coming by Gulfside Baitworks.